What is up, everybody? Preston By is here today with HTR. What I have for you today is a very requested video. What is that? It's the flango, baby. What is a flango, you ask? It's when you use your dominant hand to hit to the opposite side of your normal serve. Getting right into it from the ground up. As always, we are stepping in the direction of travel, okay? One thing to notice, my back foot should not stay planted like this. When I step, it should come up and my knee should rotate inward. Reason for that is it will allow your hips and everything else to move freely, and it will not hurt your hips, obliques, back, or anything like that, which I hear a lot of people complaining about with their fwango, and a lot of it starts from the ground up. Moving forward now, we take our step, everything's here. Right now we're facing the direction, but we don't want to do it because we want to hit on the net. So, boom, everything's faced towards the net now. We are ready for the next progression. I'm thinking about my shoulder coming down towards my toe / left knee region, like that, okay? I'm not twisting and crunching, I'm simply coming over. Now, to tie it all in with the arm swing. You guys are like, wow, that was way too simple. It's very simple if you do it right. If you're confused, feel free to go back in the video, review it before this next step. This next step, your arm. I see a lot of people mess this up, but there's a very, very simple way to get your arm in the proper placement. Take it, scratch the back of your head. Ooh, feels good. But realistically, your arm's probably gonna be about here on your head. But generally speaking, even if you scratch the back of your head, you're gonna have good arm placement. Unless you scratch your head weird, but if you do, scratch your head definitely like this. Right here, that's where we want. So now that we have our arm placement, before you go in crazy and you're like, I'm gonna rip serves, Preston, I need you to practice. How do we practice? You start like this, toss, swing, no sidestep. Once you feel comfortable doing this, and you're like, I'm hitting it high and I'm extending to the ball versus pushing the ball. You don't wanna just push out, you want to extend the elbow like so to meet that ball forward. Once you feel comfortable, slightly here, toss, boom. Once you're really comfortable, you don't want to go too far, but go to wherever you feel most comfortable, toss, push. And notice how I keep saying push. You really want to, not from the top of your head, push forward. You want to extend, contact, and then push through to the net. So tying it all together now. One thing to keep in mind, okay? This is not a power serve. This is more so for the angle, for the variety of serve to challenge your opponent in serve receive. So now we have the toss. It's very, very easy to mess this up. It's also very easy to execute. So what I want you to do, start 90 degrees, shoulders loose, elbows pretty rigid. When I step, notice how I'm creating space with my elbow. I never want to be super tight. I want to be open. Okay, now as I bend, it's more or less staying in the same exact place with my elbow, but I'm just letting my shoulder move naturally. I'm going to toss, I don't know, maybe a foot or so above my head, and then I'm going to reach my toss with my elbow extending here, and then I'll follow through to the net. The thing I see a lot in flangos is people toss way far and forward, and then they're close. Or they have to push harder with their hips, and then they have back problems. If you toss above your head and meet that ball, you'll minimize all pain and you'll actually get a lot more angle. So again, 90 degrees, loose shoulder, boom, step, should not be hard, toss high, and then I'm coming over, meeting the ball and pushing through. Last thing, and as always, I talk about hand placement. Your hand, if it's coming behind my head and it's coming over, all I want is the natural progression of my hand over that ball. Pinky side first, we'll just be rolling over and slightly cupping it. It's very similar to a cut serve. Now it's just coming from behind your head. Check it, boom. It's entering from the pinky side, leaving thumb side. You can mess around with cuts, reverse cuts, all that stuff is, for another time, but master the basics before you go into this serve all crazy power-wise, because you will have complications. I know 3 years ago I hurt my oblique because I was just, ripping it terrible form. Take the time, watch the video back 20 times. Whatever you do, this is a great serve to mix it in with all of your other serve variety. I hope it works for you. I hope it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, we got comment section below. Feel free to jot down some stuff in there and we will get back to you. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. That big red thing that says subscribe, go click it. That's all I got for you. Take care. Pressing out. Today we're talking about the F-W-A-N-G-O. What's that spell? G-I-G-I freaking O.
See the recorder? We're good, we're good. Hold on that for a second. Let me just take this off.
You would. Oh man, that's what we need in our channel. We need some sea horn in our lives. That's pretty good. The second you pull off, I was like, come on.